Hey guys, it's Kavetta. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will go over how much I spent in Honduras during our time. Honduras was not as inexpensive as I thought, and especially because we went to Roatan, that just completely wiped out the budget. But if you want to do Roatan, you know, it is pretty touristy. That's where the tourist ships go into. I went there before on a cruise ship, so I knew it, but you know, the kids wanted to see it. And just being, you know, just the climate that we're in now, there weren't too many spots in Honduras that I wanted to go, especially with the kids. So Roatan was just one of those places that, okay, just do it, because other than that, would have probably just done Copan Ruinas, maybe Rio Congrejal, and that was it. So I wouldn't have gone anywhere else at all in Honduras, and that just, you know, that's just what it is at the moment. But that's just me. So that's why I threw Roatan in there, but it was just so expensive. All right, so let's get into how much I spent for, how long did we spend? Almost 2 weeks in Roatan. And remember, this is the price for 3 people. This is staying in Airbnbs. You can always do it for less if you're staying in hostels, if you're a single person. If you're a family, of course, you know, it's gonna get up there in prices, but you still have to account for that. It's not just you. So when you see prices out there, you have to just remember, okay, it's how many people are there, you know, what's the travel style, is it just hostel, local buses? And like I told you in the last video, I had to just start doing local buses because those private tourist shuttles were just adding up. So we did a combination of, you know, tourist shuttles and then hopped onto local buses. So let's go over everything that we spent in Honduras. All right, so if you see me looking here or looking here, I have just way too much things going on that I'm trying to get the information from. All right, so Honduras, food was not too pricey. It wasn't crazy cheap or anything, but well, Roatan was expensive. Everything in Roatan is going to be expensive, so just expect to hear that. Copan Ruinas was good. Rio Congrejal, we did buy our own grocery because there's not really restaurants there, especially during the off season. So we had to cook and everything in our apartment. So for food, we were doing in Copan, we found this restaurant. If you watch that other video, of course, you know, everything is on my channel. You can just look through the Honduras, all the Honduras vlogs, and you'll see where we ate. We found this super cute family restaurant, and we ate there a couple of times. Their typical dinner, chicken or, you know, some sort of meat, chicken or beef or fish, with rice and beans and, you know, veggies, all the fittings. That was running us around $4 to $5. So that wasn't bad in Copan Ruinas. And then we found this chicken place that's a local chicken, like a fast food restaurant kind of thing. It was about $3.50 for a combo where you could get 1 or 2 pieces of chicken, French fries, and then drinks. And that was running us, like I said, around $3.50. We didn't really cook in Copan Ruinas because we had an Airbnb, but it didn't really have a stove. It had like a microwave and fridge and just little things. But yeah, we just weren't cooking there because we just chose to eat out most of the time. And that's what about we were spending on food there. Then in La Ceiba, like I said, we did go grocery shopping. I spent $100 and change on grocery for 4 days, and that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snacks for 3 people. So that wasn't bad because we were cooking like decent food. We did eggs for breakfast, tortillas, bought tons of veggies and some fruits, juice. I did buy alcohol because, you know, gotta get me a little drinky drink in the jungle by the river. So grocery wasn't bad at all. And then on Roatan, we did cook a little bit. We did start making smoothies with fresh fruits. We got fresh fruits from the grocery. And we did go ahead and freeze that. We made smoothies. We did splurge a little bit on food because I got this whole fish dish with rice and beans. Veggies, that was like $10, no, $12. for that. So that's about the prices of food. And $12, it's a lot, just, you know, because we're traveling and all that, and coming from all the places that we have where we've been eating cheap. But $12 for a whole fish meal, like, that is not horrible, you know, when you think about it in terms of US prices and all that. So that's about what we're spending on food. In total, we spent $670 on food. That sounds like a lot. That's a lot on food for 3 people. Wow, okay. So I spent $670 on food. Then for Airbnb, stays weren't cheap at all here in Honduras either. We're paying a decent amount of money for our Airbnbs, but we did get really good stays, except for that one in Roatan where we completely left. Airbnb gave me back my money, and then they gave me, you know, the difference between the new place and what I could afford, because I couldn't afford more than what I paid for the first place. That was trash. So they just paid for the rest. So for I first in Copan, we spent $126.67 for 3 nights, and then I extended it because we were just so dead tired. We just wanted to just lay down in the bed every single day and just do nothing. And that comes with traveling. Sometimes we literally just stay in places and just stay in places. We don't go out, we don't do anything. We probably just pop up for food, maybe go look at the sunset or whatever, but we just stay in, chill. The kids do school, we work, we chill. I extended for another 4 nights and paid $158 there. And then in Roatan, after Airbnb gave me the discount for this new place that was really fancy, and I showed you that it was really nice, that was $241 for 3 nights. So a lot, I mean, come on, 3 nights for that. And I just spent, what, 7 nights in Copan Ruinas for almost the same thing. 270 or so dollars. So you can see how pricey it is. And then in La Ceiba, where we went to Rio Congregal, I ended up paying $284 for the apartment that we stayed in. It's a hotel, but the hotel has an apartment side and then a hotel side. I explained that in that video, and he just gave us the, you know, same price. He gave us a good deal because we had the entire apartment to ourselves. It was huge kitchen and everything. That was $284,686 for 4 nights staying on Rio Congregal. So for total, we spent $904 on Airbnb. So we got, what, 7 nights, 7 and 3, 10 and 4, so 14. Yeah, so 2 weeks, and we spent $900 for 2 weeks. Pricey. $900 is what I'm trying to spend a month, okay? And my budget has just been going. It's not been going good, you guys. All right, so that's in Airbnb, yeah, lodgings. All right, so for activities in Honduras on a whole, we didn't do a ton of paid activities. We did a lot of free things. Like I said, we didn't go to too many places just for safety. I didn't feel unsafe or anything anywhere, I can say that. But where we were, everything was pretty much free to do that we wanted to do. So in Copan Ruinas, the only thing we paid for was going to the archaeological site, which is a must because, you know, Copan Ruinas, Copan Ruins, that's what you go there for. That was about $15 a person. That's how we ended up paying there. That's the only thing we paid for. Other than that, we did a lot of walking, sightseeing, just exploring the town, bird watching. All that was completely free. Then on Roatan, we did the beach. We walked the West End. That was free to just walk, look around. There's animals and wildlife everywhere that you can just spot. We didn't do any tours or anything like that, so it didn't cost us any additional amount of money. We did a free chocolate tour. It was just a mini tour. They had a tasting. They had the glass where you could see the people making the chocolate, like, you know, like a normal tour, chocolate tour, but it was completely free. So that was nice. So that's pretty much what we did on Roatan. A lot of beach days, a lot of beach chill days. And then in La Ceiba, we did a chocolate tour there also. It was $5, I think it was. That was some of the best Honduras chocolates ever. That's some of the best chocolate we ate ever. That chocolate tour was super inexpensive. We did hang out with different families there. We were invited by one of the families to do the river rafting. It was a whole day tour. It was amazing. They completely covered that cost, so it wasn't anything out of our pocket. We did whitewater rafting. We were climbing, doing everything. Like, look at that video. That was just so amazing, and I'm so thankful that they invited us. They're like, come on, you have to do it, you have to do it. So we gave in and we did it. And then what did we do? The manager at the hotel, because like I said, it was off season and it's just locals, so he was just trying to show us around. He drove us around in his pickup truck, so we drove around the entire island. He pointed out different things. We went over to the hanging bridge. We did go to the park, but that was closed for renovation, so we didn't get to do that. So that activity was free. We got a free island tour, basic island or jungle tour, river tour, that we spent a day just going around. He was just showing us things, and we got to do the hanging bridge, crossing that, going through the jungle. So that was pretty amazing and completely free. So it did work out. We spent money on so much other things in Honduras, but a lot of the activities that we did were completely free, which made it amazing, and we still had an amazing time. So for activities, we ended up spending $45.75. So that was inexpensive. So transport, we did take the local bus from Copan Ruinas to the ferry port in La Ceiba. So that was a long day. We woke up around 5. Our Airbnb host took us to the bus station. We went on with the locals. Then we went to the La Ceiba, the big major bus station, bus terminal. From there, we took a nice tour type bus, and that took us from La Ceiba to San Pedro Sula. Why couldn't I remember San Pedro Sula? So we took the bus from Copan Ruinas to San Pedro Sula, and then you have the major bus terminal there that you can go anywhere in the city or even out of the country. Anywhere in the country and out of the country. So then from San Pedro Sula, we took that nice bus to La Ceiba. Then from La Ceiba, we took a taxi to the port, to the ferry port. Then we took the ferry that was like $35 a person to go across to Roatan. So you can see that was an extremely expensive and long day. Even though the buses weren't that bad, they were like $15 for the bigger bus and like $5 or so for the local bus. Taxi was maybe $4 or $5. You have to negotiate as usual. So in total we spent and then I just tipped the driver that took us from the ferry port to the jungle, and then from the jungle to the hostel that was going to take us to our next destination, because we did a shuttle with them. So we spent in total $267 on transportation for 3 people. And again, we're moving fast, so your price will be lower if you're not going from Copan to San Pedro Sula, San Pedro Sula to La Ceiba, La Ceiba to Roatan, Roatan to Rio Congrejal to La Ceiba. So that's a lot of moving around. And then we have $4.27 in other. You guys, I'm gonna fire Jarrell. I don't know what the other was. Maybe just random stuff. I don't know what we spent $4 on. I'm sure it was something, but so in total for Honduras, we spent $1,605. $1,605 in 14 days, you guys. 3 people backpacking fast around the country. So it's high. I think this is one of the highest ones so far. But yeah, that's what we spent, so you can get an idea of what it's like full-time traveling and what the costs are. That is it for now. As usual, if you have questions, comments, go ahead, leave them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Bye.